Former Washington quarterback Robert Griffin III had a lot to say about Jayden Daniels. Don't want to miss it. Stay tuned.
Off field? Left. What I want?
Get back slow. I love the way she rockin' it. I love the way she move it, shake it on me. When she poppin' it, the shawty is the winner. You can tell that shawty's low beginner. She's confident. I love the way she move it.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Gotti here. We had another Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about what it is Robert Griffin III said about Jayden Daniels, and is it in fact true? So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload new videos like this to the channel. We're on the road to 7,000 subscribers, so I'd greatly appreciate it if you come and reach that goal as soon as possible. Let everyone know your man Gotti is back posting on YouTube. Once we get to 7,000 subscribers, I will be doing yet another giveaway. And of course, y'all know I'm good for it because once I hit 6K last time, gave away a Terry McLaurin jersey. This time, I'm thinking about upping the antics, giving away a couple of Jayden Daniels jerseys once he picks out his number. I'm thinking about it all, so y'all don't want to miss it. Subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Gotti Talking Sports. Now, let's get to what it is Robert Griffin III said about Jayden Daniels. So, of course, as we know, okay, not no surprise, Jayden Daniels is a Washington Commander. He's an African-American quarterback, and he can run. So, of course, who is it that he was going to get compared to? Robert Griffin III. And I'm not going to lie to you. You watch this film, and you see the way he runs the ball, with things he's able to do with his legs, it's magical. And I would be lying to you if I didn't say it is some similarities to RG3. However, Robert Griffin III also hears these comparisons, and he had a lot to say about it. So let's actually take a look at what RG3 said. He said this: they are, referring to the Commanders fan base, afraid of Jayden Daniels because they are reminded of me. And what I would say is, I think he is better than me coming out of college. Again, one more time from RG3. They are, Commanders fan base, afraid of Jayden Daniels because they are reminded of me. And what I would say is, I think he is better than me coming out of college. Now, of course, like I said before, everyone wants to jump to the conclusion of comparing this guy to Robert Griffin III, and a lot of people want to judge him before he even takes a snap on the field. And they think even if he is Robert Griffin III, the kind of player, they think just because of the nasty history that we had with quarterbacks and Robert Griffin III and injuries, that this automatically is going to happen to Jayden Daniels, which is an unfair rap. Now, again, I understand, guys, Ashburn syndrome or Ashburn PTSD, whatever it is that y'all say out there, it is true. A lot, and I don't blame you. We've been through so much, so many quarterbacks with injury after injury after injury, and I'm not mad at you for thinking that the same thing is going to happen to Jayden Daniels, but it is a little bit unfair without giving the guy an opportunity. Jayden Daniels is a Heisman Trophy winner just like Robert Griffin III was coming out of Baylor. Now, what I think RG3 is referring to is, I think he's referring to a multitude of things. Number one that I think he's referring to is the maturity level that Jayden Daniels has compared to himself when he was coming out of Baylor. And I have to give a round of applause for that, because it takes a man, and it takes a lot for Robert Griffin to finally, admit something like that. You remember RG3, while he was here in Washington, and I know it was a while ago, about a decade ago now, huh? But he wasn't a mature guy, and he's not a guy that likes to take accountability, but that's what I think he's talking about first and foremost. Because you look at the way RG3 handled the success of winning the Heisman, and how his career ultimately turned out, and you look at how Jayden Daniels is handling it, and how it looks like his career could start off how it at least is. He's more mature. He's handling the success that he's had at college well. He seems like a well-groomed kid, well taken care of guy. All about his business and just wants to play football and goes by it the right way. I mean, it's already word out there that on the plane, I want to say back home or whatever, he was with his families, and during about half of the flight, he was acting as if he was, taking snaps at the line of scrimmage since he got the new plays from the Washington Commanders. And then him and his quarterbacks coaches, they were on the I think it was the Grant and Danny show. The quarterbacks coach for Jayden Daniels, they said they already are working on plays and working on the playbook. So you just see the difference in some of these guys. And not to say RG3 wasn't working hard at his craft, because I genuinely think that if RG3 did not get hurt and we was able to resolve these off the field issues with him and the turmoil of the coaching staff and the gap between him and the coaching staff and him running the Dan Snyder, if we was able to somewhat suppress that in a sense, because we weren't going to get rid of it because Dan Snyder's an a-hole, but if we were able to suppress that, maybe we would have had some success. But you bury the injuries on top of the turmoil with the coaching staff and the horrible ownership and RG3 not want to take accountability. That's why Washington went down the rabbit hole. I don't see that happening with Jayden Daniels. Not at all. I don't, because again, you don't have an owner that is like Dan Snyder. You don't have a coaching staff that that is like Kyle Shanahan by Shanahan. Not to say that they were in the wrong, but they definitely wasn't 100% clean with how they handled RG3. And then you don't have a quarterback like Robert Griffin III in the sense of knowing how to handle things. I think we're in good hands, guys. And I think as far as the comparison he's making off the field is on the field rather, is I think he's feel that Jayden Daniels has been through a lot in college, and he's seen a lot of college football that is going to help him at the next level. So he is definitely way more prepared for the professional level. He's way more what's the word I'm looking for right now? He's way more I can't remember. I can't think of the word I'm trying to say right now, but he's way more like he's way more ready in a sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? For this moment, he's not a may God rest his soul, a Dwayne Haskins that had one good year and coming right away he needed years upon years of work before he was ready to take the league in the NFL. He needed a couple years to sit behind the quarterback. That's not Jayden Daniels. Jayden Daniels was ready day one to start in the NFL, and I think that's what we're getting. That's why I think he feels that he's probably way better than him coming out of college, because RG3 was ready day one. Obviously, we all remember that same thing. He came out the gate swinging, but RG3 didn't nearly play as much college football. And the last quarterback that I can remember that played nearly as much as college football as Jayden Daniels probably was Joe Burrow, and we've seen how successful he has been coming out of LSU and Ohio State and now Cincinnati. So I definitely think Jayden Daniels is better than Robert Griffin coming out of college, but what I would say is that I think RG3 was more electrifying than Jayden Daniels, because he was all in the headlines and he kind of wanted that attention. And not to say Jayden Daniels isn't in the headlines, because clearly he is, but Jayden Daniels is just all about his work. That's really what it is, and he just wants to be a quarterback for the Commanders, and he wants to be a dog. He wants to be successful. He wants to win Super Bowls, and he wants to, become one of the best quarterbacks in football. And you know what I say to that? I'm right behind you, my dog. Like, I know a lot of us want to tempt our expectations, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to put him on no pedestal to just come out the gates and just be amazing. But why can't he? You know what I'm saying? Why can't he have a CJ Stroud kind of year where he's just automatically ready? Why can't he be Joe Burrow? Why can't he be RG3 for 2012? Why can't he be Andrew Luck? Right? You know what I'm saying? Coming out of the gate just ready. But that's not always what happens. So I definitely want you guys to understand that it is going to be some ups and downs with Jayden Daniels, and don't get too low on the guy. And it isn't fair to him to compare him to Robert Griffin III and just automatically think, oh, what happened to RG3 is going to happen to him. But I also am not oblivious to why some of you guys feel that way, because of the PTSD that we have from every single quarterback coming and on this team and flaming out. But take it for what it's worth from the guy that everyone's comparing him to, Robert Griffin's mouth. He thinks he's better than him coming out of college, and that's coming from Robert Griffin. That isn't a reporter. That isn't me saying that is RG3 himself. So Let me know what y'all think about it down below in the comment section. Do you think Jayden Daniels is better than Robert Griffin III coming out of college? And how do you feel about these comparisons to RG3? Leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. As always, it's me and boy Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe. Hail to the Washington Commanders. We're on the road to 7,000 subscribers, so it'd be greatly appreciated if you come and reach that goal as soon as possible. Have a blessed one. Be safe. Hey.
Never gave a damn. Ballin' like I'm Deshaun, throw the bomb, G. That's IG, my jersey never seen a laundry.